What's going on, football fans? Long time no see, but I'm glad to be back. I hope all of you are excited to be back. And well, here we are, talking nothing but the sport we love so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the return of 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your rugby for all that is sports. This is me, your boy Larry B. As always, we're going to be here live on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon, and we are ready and set to start talking about this season. The preseason is in the books. I hope every one of you paid real close attention, because this season, y'all, we have some fun coming our way. We have some trades that I know some of you are a little painful to start talking about. I'm talking about, I don't know, Trey Lance. We have two big departures and acquisitions throughout the entire preseason. And I'll tell you right now, we have one heck of a start next week, because a lot of people are sleeping on those Detroit Lions. What is everyone going to say if those Lions were to pull off the upset? I wouldn't go that far, but I'm just saying they look like they could be a pretty tough team. Regardless, Chiefs are for the Chiefs, and this team is still going to be one of the hardest teams to beat in the entire NFL. Also, how will those Eagles look this year with the majority of Georgia's roster on board? We have so much to get to today in our brand new look here on 3 and Out. I'm telling you guys, we're here. We are doing the show like never before. We are live and direct in person, and of course, jumping all over the iSports Radio podcast wave on the recorded version on Spreaker.com. So, I hope you guys are ready to rock and roll, because for the next hour, we are going to be talking all time of NFL football talk. Who's going to pop in? Well, I invite the entire iSports Radio family. Who's going to pop in? Who's going to show us some love? Let's see what we got. But as of right now, it's about that time to get things started. And, well, there's only one way to do it. Let's roll, y'all. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your directory for all that is sports. Welcome, football fans. We have made it. We are here, and well, it's about that time to start talking some football. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see over there on that bottom corner over here, my name is Larry B, and for the last 9 years, I just want to say you guys have been incredible. iSports Radio has gone to a completely new height. And I just want to say thank you all so very much for being a part of this amazing journey. This station has come through so much. I mean, we survived so much together, including dreaded COVID, right? But we did it, and we weathered the storm. And here we are now talking the sports that we love each and every week. Tons and tons and tons of awesome people on this network, and tons of I'm talking about great content every week. If you're not on board already, you might want to get on board once again, y'all. iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. So with that said, you guys, as I already mentioned, I threw out the invite chat. So let's go ahead and see. This is a little bit of a test run of this show. I want to go ahead and explain how 3 and Out is going to work. But this is how it goes, okay? Number one thing, if you guys love football, you're in the right place. However, if you guys are used to the Spreaker version, that will no longer be, and I will explain really short. All right. The Spreaker version is going to be this podcast just uploaded at a later time. So it shouldn't be too much later, probably the same night, but this show will actually be Wednesday evenings at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll run for 1 hour. Okay, as our old show did, and we will have a lot of fun. If we do have a primetime face-off, and I do want to get into the primetime face-offs coming up, but I do want to say, if you guys are looking for the primetime face-offs to be frequent like we did last time, where we did one for Thursday night, Sunday night, and Monday night, I've decided this year, my gosh, it has been a whirlwind of busyness for me with work and with pretty much everything I got going, getting my state exams done to finally become a full-timer at work, getting all of my last minute touches up on my last two classes for my credential, getting my second master's almost done. Almost done. And by the grace of God, I will be all done and finished with everything and done with school forever coming up this May. So, man, it's been a journey, but a journey that I will never in a million years want to take back for anything. And I'll tell you right now, this has certainly been quite the journey. So, with that said, you guys, I am super excited because, well, we already have we have a duo coming our way, actually. Pretty cool here. And I'm super glad we have our first guest of the entire show, all right, on this new StreamYard version of 3 and Out. Ladies and gentlemen, two awesome people. One of them I haven't even met yet, but the other one just showed me, and I wish we can pull it up here right now. We got the visuals going, right? We wish we can pull up the message she just sent me a little bit ago, because she's been with IE Sports Radio for the long haul, y'all, since we've basically been a station. So I'm excited. I'm super ready for this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming, of course, IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer. All right. This woman is about as dear to this station as the logo is. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, glad to have her here today, along with fiance in the house. Our boy Fred. What's going on, y'all? Welcome, Angela and Fred.
What you doing out there? Thanks for having me. Salute.
Hey, thank you guys for being here. By the way, for those listening on the podcast version, this is going to be a little hard trying to explain the visuals every now and then. But for those of you who can see right now on the actual on YouTube, right, you're going to love their two flags behind them, guys. Just in case you don't see right now, yes, behind Angela, you have the beloved. And when I say beloved, she will fight somebody. And I don't care. It could be Mike Tyson. She'll throw down, all right, for those Arizona Cardinals, all right? And he might run. I don't know. but I'll tell you right now, glad to have her here repping those Cards. And behind our boy Fred over there, man, he is a diehard Cowboys fan. How about them boys?
How about it?
Glad to have him here, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being able to be here today on this show.
Absolutely. It was such a pleasure. I mean, I was scrolling through Facebook memories, and it literally said 6 years ago today, I was getting ready to start my third season, do my third season interview. And I was like doing the math, and I was like, ooh. So is that 8 years or 9 years? Regardless, I've been here for a while.
I'm telling you, you're about as dear to the station as the logo is. All right, because you're synonymous with IE Sports Radio, and we appreciate that. And Fred, welcome aboard, man. You are now part of the crazy house, man. So
hey. Glad to be here, man. I appreciate the invite.
I'm pretty sure he's heard more about IE Sports Radio than our own wedding at this point right now. Like, it's crazy, because I'm always like, okay, I got to do some IE Sports. He's like, do you have a post? Do you have to post today? Have you posted today?
I do it like every day, man. Look, I'm like, I almost feel like I'm part of it now. Like I'm reminding her, I'm like a publicist.
Welcome aboard, brother. I'm just saying, look, man, hey, it's all about family here. That's what we do. And
he's the Cecilia to my Larry, okay?
There you go. That's it. My wife has learned more about sports than I think she's ever wanted to in her entire life in the last 3 years. And it's incredible. Because now she's like, it's awesome when somebody who had no idea like anything whatsoever really about sports can tell me now what a first down is. Like, I mean, it just makes me feel good. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like,
definitely. You can definitely keep up. Like, I've always been into sports, but when it comes to stats, you can definitely keep up.
Right? Yeah, that woman right there. You guys are amazing. And just once again, okay, congratulations on the engagement, y'all.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Appreciate the love, man, support.
that all day, man. We appreciate you so much for being here. I can't wait. Look, I know this is no slight on the Cardinals, but man, I want to talk about them Cowboys. It is burning right now talking about them Cowboys. But coming on up, actually, to join us here in our little round table, ladies and gentlemen, we got another IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer joining us aboard. Glad to have him here for his, I mean, if there's a number bigger than infinity, I guess he would be here. But ladies and gentlemen, our very own Teran Rodriguez. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Or not. Teran's going to sit there. He's going to stare at us. Teran's frozen, but it's okay. He'll happen right now. Teran will happen. Yeah. Teran will happen. So with that said, you guys, glad to have you all here. And man, this is just awesome.
There's Teran.
Oh, there's Teran. What's going on, Teran? Or not. Okay, once again, we will get that. We will get him soon. Regardless, you guys, look. Can we just get the elephant in the room real quick? Trey Lance goes to the Dallas Cowboys for a bag of Cheetos and a Pepsi. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty much all. You know, he wasn't quite. What was that?
I said a bowl of beans.
Yeah, basically, man. Yeah, you guys. I mean, you didn't spend much at all. But Trey Lance is on his way over, man. How are you feeling about this right now, Fred?
To be honest with you, I'm not really sure. I mean, I want to see how it goes. I mean, yeah, he got his little chicken scratch, but we'll see if he can prove his worth over there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man. And my apologies, got some construction going on outside real quick for any noise.
We have a hurricane coming, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Construction, hurricane, all that kind of fun stuff, right? But no, man, I'm so dang excited for you guys. Look, I just want to tell you right now, the Cowboys, there's not a lot of work to do for this team to be good. You know, there's not a lot of work at all. I feel like this team is where it should be. They are extremely powerful. And honestly, I mean, it's just you guys happen to be in my opinion, a juggernaut, but it's hard when you have the juggernaut in the division as well. And that's the Eagles, man. So I know it's kind of hard, you know, when you have half of Georgia's team.
And they stay healthy. Like, I feel like that's been the problem with the Cowboys, like the past couple of years, is while they have the skills, they haven't been able to stay healthy. It's either a key part of the offense being Dak or a key part of the defense, or like, for God forbid, the kicker that doesn't know how to kick. I mean, like, I feel like it's something like they can't, and I can't say too much because Arizona, I'm not sure we had the same offensive line at any point during the season last year. I mean, it was like somebody injected us with the injury bug. Like, that's all we did. Our people just got injured. And it's almost like we had the talent too, but we couldn't stay healthy. And I feel like that's part of the reason with the Cowboys is I feel like that they can't, because my dad's a huge Cowboys fan as well. You get him and my dad in a room together and you can't say a word.
No,
it's Cowboys, 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 maybe a little bit of history, Cowboys, Cowboys, Cowboys.
Hey, I ain't gonna knock. I'm a history teacher, so I mean, history is where it is. I mean, that's the life, right there. I like that, but no, these Cowboys. I'll tell you right now, there's nothing but good right now going on with this team. Did you need Zeke? No. So you didn't need him. Did you need you guys have the best offensive line. I think one of the best offensive lines in football. It's incredible to see how well they have built this team around Dak. I just feel like this defense is finally looking much better. This is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And right now, I feel like Trey Lance is going to be a dude who kind of just sits around for right now. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
He's not going to be starting none of that nonsense. But I do know for a fact that Trey Lance could learn. I mean, come on, y'all. Let's just be real.
If they're like a blowout, say they're blowing out the Detroit Lions or the
the Browns or something.
The Broncos, for God's sake.
Right.
Then I think maybe they would throw Trey Lance in. but I don't. He's like, what was that redheaded dude that used to play for y'all? Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
Like how he just sat there until Dak got injured and then he came in. I feel like that's what's going to happen.
I agree with you, Larry. I think if Trey is smart, he needs to sit back and learn.
Yeah.
Jump in when he can. And I agree with that analogy because I've said it to her several times when it comes to the Cardinals. I thought they had the talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they do. I just wasn't well with letting go of D-Hop, which I personally think they should have kept him. That's just my opinion. With that being said, I like how synonymous they are in the fact that they always had the talent. I think one of our weaknesses back in the day was we had a weak offensive line. It's gotten stronger over years, but I think that has more to do with upper management, certain components in leadership to not how to utilize their team. You know what I'm saying?
Jason Garrett, he just had to go. Like he was almost
he was taking left field.
He was like bogging down the whole team, the whole dynamic. I mean, you could tell even when Mike McCarthy came in, the dynamic of the team changed so much. And it was like even the first, I think one of the games that we went to, like that I went to in Dallas, you could just tell it was a whole different atmosphere. Even though we blew them out the water, it was a whole different atmosphere.
Yeah.
I like how Fred's like, you did. Like, it's real quick, but no, you're absolutely right. And right now, this team has so much going for them. So when I see Trey Lance, he's gonna chill. He's gonna sit. He's gonna learn. He's gonna gain some experience. I mean, let's be real, guys. He started out the season, his rookie year, got hurt and never returned to the field. I mean, it happens. His name and how good he was in college carried him. And let's not forget the fact that this dude is an FCS player. He played for North Dakota State, which needs to be a damn FBS team already. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this team pisses me off. Can they just, join the Pac-12? I mean, they're not there no more.
There's no one else there.
Right.
Maybe
they can be a part of that. I mean, seriously,
man. 3 teams left in that conference after this year.
Let's just be real, guys. Let's just call a spade a spade.
There's more teams in Florida than there is in the Pac-12 right now.
Sad but true. So I will tell you right now, I really do believe that this Dallas team right now has everything they need. And honestly, I'm excited for you guys. I really am. If you guys can somehow knock off these very strong, very, very strong Eagles, you guys have every chance in the world to make it happen. Now, as for the Cardinals, it's coming.
Somewhere down the road.
When?
It's coming. Yeah, I'm a Raider fan, so I've been asking that forever. So
I've been waiting for a while.
Yeah, it's totally been it's been a lot to ask for a winning season.
Every time it's a rebuilding year, it turns into a rebuilding year. And then rebuilding. Like, that's all we're doing is rebuilding. Like, what are we rebuilding at this point?
A team. And I hate saying it like that.
But for what? Like, we're not doing it. Like, not to be funny. We're not picking up anyone. We just let go of a backup quarterback who had a preseason, but he hasn't gotten an opportunity to play during preseason because we got Looney Tunes out here. And Wham Bam, I don't know what the guy's name is. What's that guy? I don't know. The shotgun dude. The guy whose name sounds like a gun going off. Blau.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one. Blau.
I got nicknames for my players, okay?
We was clowning on it, too, when they played that preseason, their first game, yeah.
But it's like
that was great.
Yeah, we just picked up a quarterback from the Browns, but it's almost like, what are we doing? Like, Kyler, they're hoping to bring Kyler back week 5. I think week 5. That I've gone through knee surgery. I still have problems with my knee. He's not going to be the same. I don't understand why we're continuing to build a team around Kyler Murray when Kyler Murray, God, I love him. He's a OU grad.
Yeah, OU alumni. I'm from Oklahoma.
So
I love Kyler. Yeah.
We're huge Kyler fans around here.
Absolutely.
But it's like, why are we continuing to build around a player when
he's not going to be the same?
He's not going to be. He gets
back on the field. He's not going to run like he did before.
He can't scramble the way he used to.
It's just not going to happen. They're going to have to give him more protection on the offensive line. He may be able to scramble a few yards here and there, but if he ever gets a good hit, that's it. You
I
know what I'm saying?
agree. No, I agree, y'all. So I feel like right now this Cardinals
Carson
team
Palmer
just
had the same thing.
Yeah.
no agreed. So man, I want to get into Oklahoma if we can. So NFL show, but real quick, I do want to finally Teran is up and running. Poor guy, man. He's he's been kind of just chilling. His computer wasn't being his best friend. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer Teran Rodriguez, welcome to the show, brother. Glad you could make it, man.
Hey, Larry. I'm hoping my laptop decides to actually work out for me. Otherwise, I might have to switch to my phone.
You're good, brother. Hey, man, it's always some kind of a grind with the technology nowadays, brother. Phone is honestly probably the best way to go. With StreamYard, I've learned that over the years. But also to join us, ladies and gentlemen, glad to have her here as well. Another IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer. Wish her camera was on, but what's going on, Patti? How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm just getting ready to meet up with my sister quickly before my show, and that's why I'm not on camera. I'll be driving. Got to give her the chocolate that I got from Hershey's before it melts or I eat it.
Well, I just wanted to go ahead and tell you, Patti, I don't know if you'll be here for just a few seconds or not, but I've been jumping into Patti's chat room almost weekly. And I listen to the show as much as I can. Well, of course, listen to the show, but I chat as much as I can in there. But I always try to make sure I say one thing and one thing only. Patti, again, your Buffalo Bills are winning the Super Bowl this year. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know how they're not. I don't see this unless something horribly wrong goes wrong. There's no way, Patti. Like I'm telling you, as I keep on saying every single show, this team's got it. This team has it. They're too good.
Kyle Brandt said,
Uh-oh.
doing their thing and nobody's paying attention, which is the way we like it. Let all the focus be on the Jets. You know, it sounds good to us.
Well, you guys certainly have quite the team. And like I said, with the draft class you guys have, the free agency, everything how it fell in your guys' lap, I don't really see any of the team getting it done. It's hard. As much as I think the Eagles are still the juggernaut of the NFL, I don't know. I just feel like you guys have everything flowing and falling in your way. So just amazing stuff there. And we're looking forward to your show coming up in a couple of hours, by the way, Patti.
Yeah, can you still hear me? Because I kind of lost you when I went out into the car.
No, you're good. We got you now.
Okay. I wonder if there's a way to. I had a couple of people say they can't get on the link for Spreaker. They were having trouble. So I wonder if they could go out like around 6:00 instead of closer to 6:30. I know, Angela, you got your hands full with so much you got going on. But you know, when we used to have Teran, I'd send him my hashtags, and then that would go out around 3:30 or 4, because that gives people a chance to practice trying to get in or whatever. But I don't know, for some reason, I know a lot of the listeners, or at least 3 people said, I can't seem to get into the link. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then they can't get into the chat. What's that?
So like it's gotta try harder. It's the link. It always goes up. It's wherever the link is placed is kind of it can be kind of rough. But regardless, it's the link that you have that's on the bottom.
Right.
But we can get into that a little bit, Patti. I want to get into some football though. I wanted to hear a little bit about your Bills though.
Yes. Well, actually, I've been listening intently. Nothing's been confirmed, at least not yet, by the team with all the roster moves. But we lost one of the favorite players whose name is a favorite to say, Boogie Basham. Supposedly, again, nothing's confirmed, but it looks like all indications are that he's gone to the Giants for a couple draft picks. So we will miss him. But Von Miller looks like he's staying on PUP, which I am very happy with, because we don't need to rush him back, because we've got Leonard Floyd as kind of insurance. And Jonathan Kingsley, who has really started to show his stuff. I think, the guys are going with younger. We let go of a lot of veterans, but boy, this is such a rough day in the NFL when you see players that have played their hearts out and they're being cut left and right, and you know where are they going to go? XFL, CFL, you know. I mean, some
Very
teams
true.
might claim some of these guys, but boy, it could be the end of careers here for a lot of these players.
And that's for sure. And it's always the hardest thing in the world when you see some of these guys, and it's just the chat. It's at the end. It's the little bit of talk where you can think to yourself, okay, here we go. This is the last gasp of air in preseason week number 3, and this is it. We have ourselves a mixture of emotions when the head coach I'm sorry, no, that's called the Grim Reaper usually. Hey, what's going on? Can Coach see you in the can Coach see you in his office with your playbook? I mean, it's unfortunate. It hurts. It sucks. But what do? You know, you kind of just have to go with it and try your next team. And I feel like right now the Bills, everybody that was a part of that Bills organization in this last summer, they're amazing. They have these players have truly been a part of something special in the summertime, and I feel like they should take that with them. I really do. I feel like this entire Bills team, going from the preseason, there was a really, really, really good amount of strong 2s and 3s out there. And personally, Patty, I feel like a lot of these guys who were cut and let go can go somewhere else and take what they learned at such a great place. Because I feel like right now the Bills, this is kind of like I don't know, you get that Midas touch, like, you know, you feel something from that organization, you can take it with you to your career. Like I told you, there's something special going on over there right now, Patty. And I feel like these guys right now, those youngsters that are moving on, they're going to go somewhere and do something great. But there was a lot of notable players out there that looked really, really, really well. And I know for sure a lot of them are going to end up on rosters, probably as maybe 2s, maybe starters.
I know. That's the disgusting part is you look all around the NFL and so many of the star players, oh, they played in Buffalo. I'm like, okay, yeah, we know that, you know, but we can't keep everybody. And it's a great teaching team. I think that the coaches, especially Sean McDermott, is a teacher, you know, before he's a coach. And that's what you really need in the NFL right now.
No,
because
absolutely.
It shows when they go to other teams. Like Isaiah Hodgins, who went to the Giants, one of my favorite players, and, you know, he had a bang-out year last year.
It's definitely not easy.
We just can't keep everybody. Now watch, Boogie Basham will go on to the Giants and also have, you know, he gets MVP of the defense.
I am a fan of Boogie Basham.
You know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know.
You're absolutely right, Patty. So, by the way, really quick, gave me a little bit of time. I went ahead and sent you over a little bit of screenshots so you can help you out with your link there, Patty, for when your show goes live.
Oh, great.
And
okay.
Yeah, you should be good. So try that out, see how that works. But thank you so much. So once again, like I said, I'm almost positive you guys are going to make a deep, deep run. And Teran, I'm glad you're here as well, man. Last year, Patty, don't take this as like a, oh no, don't jinx us. But last year I was saying some similar stuff about the Chargers. I really was. I was saying that these Chargers could possibly win a bowl last year. They looked good, and then out of nowhere, the injury bug, it didn't bite them, Patty. The injury bug devoured the Chargers. It wasn't a bite. It was like they inhaled them. And the Chargers.
Well, it did for us too. It really did for us too. I mean, we lost Bond and Micah Hyde and, you know, DeMar Hamlin. We just lost a lot of our, especially on defense. So I can relate, Teran. I can totally relate to injuries. That's, you know what? I think that's what's going to be the X factor going into the season. The teams that have the least amount of injuries at the positions that have the greatest impact, they're the ones that are gonna be the ones in the playoffs.
That's the name of the game, and I feel like these Bills can definitely make that deep run. Teran, how you feeling this year about them Chargers, man? I know you know, not everyone's hooting and hollering like they were last year about these Chargers, but how are you feeling right now? I know all of you actually were on 3 and out this year. I'm glad to have you all, but Teran, I mean, talk to me, man. Now the preseason's over. How are you feeling about these Chargers?
I'm feeling in the middle. I'm kind of feeling good. I'm hoping the Chargers don't break my heart break my heart a lot this year. And honestly, I just gotta hope for the best and hope that they could stay healthy. And yes, attrition is going to be the key, just because if they can stay healthy, they might be a force to be reckoned with. And even when they're not like fully 100%, they're able to make something out of nothing, which is pretty impressive if you ask me. I feel this season could be the make or break year for Brandon Staley, the head coach. But all in all, for the Chargers, I'm hoping that this is the year they can at least get at least one playoff win, or at least that USC football will keep me sane and keep me from possibly having a broken heart.
When in doubt, we go to the college teams, right? I mean, that's just how it goes. You know, Angela's in the house. She can definitely attest to that. Pat, I'll tell you right now, Patty's Bulls. I'm excited to see them UB Bulls this year. I think they're gonna look good. So, but right now they're riding the waves of those darn Bills, and as they should, rightfully so. So, I'll tell you right now, though, this is a good, strong Chargers team. They're not bad, Teran. It's just I don't think there's a team they were last year. It sucks and that hurts. Oh, that hurts. I'm sure as a Charger, but going around back full circle though, Angela, we just talked about both of these teams right now. You know, we jumped in with the Cowboys with Fred a little bit ago. We talked about your Cardinals a little bit. Talked about them Bills right now with Patti, Teran with those good old Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said San Diego. That's been years. Whoops. But I will say right now, Angela, what are you thinking about right now when you look and this is why I'm kind of starting a new thing right now, a little bit more of the circle. But Angela, starting with you, what are you thinking when we look at the 4 AFC teams right now that are going to take that number one, win the division championship? Who are you picking? Going any order you'd like, north, west, east, south, north. Give me your winners. Patti, be thinking. Teran, be thinking. What do you guys got?
Honestly, for the AFC, I would definitely go with you when I would go with the Bills. Like I'm not AFC. You know, both our teams are in the NFC, so I focus more on NFC. But when it comes to AFC, like there's just, I hate to say it, but the Bills, you were right, Larry. Like the Bills are unstoppable. I really feel like that they will be in the Super Bowl. I'm not so sure, you know, if they're gonna win it or not. Sorry, Patti, don't come at me. But
oh no, don't worry.
Definitely, hey, let's just say my Cardinals are nowhere near it. Okay, all right.
Neither are my Raiders, so you know.
I mean, yeah, Larry, we never talked about your Raiders and how.
Oh, they're trash. But if you guys want to go ahead and give a quick little go with the Raiders, I will set 1 minute on the clock. I guarantee
No, I
you
have nothing to say about them because my Cardinals are just as bad. So
let me put 1 minute on the clock here, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Thank you, McDaniels, for completely destroying something that was kind of somewhat decent, even though it was still horrible. You are the coach of the year. Davis, can you just stop already? I don't know what we're doing. You can get stadiums. You're awesome for that. Appreciate you. But what's going on with your management? I mean, our GM doesn't seem to know much. It's a horrible thing when it feels like no one knows what they're doing in the entire organization. Maybe you should take a look at the Bills and see what they're doing, because apparently they're doing something right when we've been doing things wrong for almost 2 decades now. Congratulations. On top of that, Josh Jacobs, thank you for resigning, and I don't blame you for being angry. I'm angry for you. Yeah. By the way, defense, can we stop somebody this year? It's sad when our 2s and 3s look better than our 1s. Maybe those should be our starters this year. But our defense, I have no faith in. You're probably going to give up tons of points. And our offense, if you can get in the end zone at least 3 or 4 times a game, guess what? You're probably going to help win a game that game, because the defense ain't going to help you. Okay, it was 1 minute and 3 seconds. Sorry for going over, but that's basically it. Yeah, so that's me as a Raider fan, and a quick wrap up there. Sorry for being negative, but that's just how I see them. So anyway, Angela, so what do you think for the rest? So you're taking the Bills. Okay, now give me the South.
For the South,
I think we can all agree. Can we all agree on the East? I'm no Patty's like Bills all
Yes.
day with the East. Teran,
Yes.
are you going in the East with the Bills? Or are you taking the Jets? What are you doing?
Bills.
Right.
It's gonna be our
Thank
Bills.
you.
Yeah, we're
Thank
going
you.
Bills.
Fred
Thank
says
you.
Bills too. He's currently playing Madden at this moment. Okay?
Oh, I got the new Madden right here. Him and I can get on the sticks and just a little bit cross play. I got it right here.
Well,
Anyway.
we're still on 23. But
We get 24. I'll get with you.
Oh,
We'll go
damn
ahead
it.
and
Okay.
we'll jam a couple times.
we
Okay.
have an NFC battle going on the
I
television.
love it. I love it. So, what do you think? South.
I don't know.
Can we just all just say who
Is
cares?
the South still the division?
No. Anybody else want to shout it out there? Anybody taking somebody for the South? Want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
I'm gonna take the Jags, and they're gonna fall apart miserably anyway.
I mean, I would go. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Jags. You're right, but I've got a different reason. I'm gonna go with the Jags for 2 reasons. One, you got it, babe. One, Zay Jones from East Carolina plays for them. And number 2, Christian Kirk that played at Arizona and is from Arizona plays for them. And that's the only reason why I would pick the Jags. Because I'm not a Trevor Lawrence fan. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, the Jags are gonna do something. Not sure what, but they will do something. But yeah, Patty, what do you think? You think the Titans are gonna do it this year, Patty?
Hey, they got D-Hop.
They're gonna need about 17 D-Hops. I mean, I don't know what else. When you have Vrabel as your head coach and you have the team that they've had the last couple of years, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna need. They need to go pull Brady out of retirement or something, man. I have no faith in that team.
Trying to run your Raiders, so
Right.
Yeah. And he's I'm sorry, Brady, but you've done everything right in your career until now. What are you doing over there?
You know how I feel about Tom Brady, okay? So I'm just gonna exit stage left on this comment.
So what are you guys thinking? Patty, Teran, what are you guys thinking for the South?
Patty, did you want to go first or shall I go first?
Talk to us, Teran. What we got?
All right. I'm gonna pick the Jags. I feel it might be closer than expected just because the Titans might be right on their coattails. Because you got to remember that the Jaguars are now playing a first place schedule with playing the Bills, and then they're playing the Bengals and the Chiefs, and they're playing another first place team from their little crossover division from a couple of years ago. So I think they'll still win the division. I think the Titans will just fall 1 or 2 games short, kind of like how they fell 1 inch short of possibly winning the Super Bowl against the Rams. So I think the Jags will win the division, but don't count out the Titans too much. Yes, they've got a quarterback question mark on their hands. Yes, we don't know about Derrick Henry and whatnot. Yes, we don't know about the receivers outside of D-Hop and maybe a few others. But honestly, I think the Titans might be a little bit closer than expected, but I really got to go with the Jags. I think the Jags is the most logical pick. I think they're the most complete team of those 4 AFC South teams.
And the sad part is they're the most complete, and they're gonna probably be the first one to fall on their face. I hate to say it, that sounds so mean, but I
don't know. I feel like Houston may have a shot this year with the new rebuilding. But not at the title. I think they're gonna be decent.
Yeah,
they'll improve.
They will. They're definitely gonna improve. I mean, you. There's only one way up. One way to go. Is up. So I don't think Houston's definitely gonna take it. I think it's definitely most likely the Jags again, but I just feel like that division is 3 sheets to the wind gone.
No, I agree. So it's just, I mean, I think we're all collectively just going to take the Jags here, and they're probably just going to fizzle. I mean, I know I hate to sound so mean, I really do, but let's just be real here. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? That's what it's all about. We're not sugarcoating crap, and that's what the show is all about. So, okay, so we gotten through those, for those 2. Okay, the West. I mean, can we all unanimously take the Chiefs? I mean, come on now, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
There's no way. The Raiders, I'll tell you, I have a better chance of becoming the damn president of the United States of America this year. All right, I got a better chance running for office and winning than they got winning a damn playoff game. All right, I mean, or maybe okay, then they got to make it to the AFC Championship.
No. You got a better chance of running for office and winning than they have a chance of even trying to attempt to make it to the playoffs. Let's start there,
Let's
okay?
be real.
Trump has a better chance at this point of winning office than
I mean, let's just be real, you know. Next up, we, I mean, let's just call it that. As much as I want I think the Chargers are still a solid team. I think the Chiefs are they're just too damn good, and the Broncos, well, they're the Broncos, so we'll just continue there. And then lastly, before we get on to the NFC, I mean, let's humor ourselves with the North. I mean. Look, there's no shade on the Browns, but there's no shade on the Steelers right now, but this team is just, they're not where they should be, and I think Steeler fans would agree with that. I really do feel like it's going to be between the Ravens this year and the Bengals. Personally, as much as I want to take the Ravens, I think I'm going to give the Bengals one more year at this, and that's it. The Ravens are taking the freak over. So I'm taking the Bengals, but it's going to be a slim margin.
I'm only going to take – I want to take the Bengals, but something is telling me to take the Ravens.
Smart.
For the simple fact of, is Joe Burrow really healthy?
Ooh, and that's a tough one.
Because, yes, they have Lamar, and yes, they just picked up OBJ, but I think that's about all they kind of have right now.
Mm-hmm.
But then what do the Bengals have? What can they bring to the table at the potluck dinner?
I mean, the Bengals have tons of talent right now, but I just kind of feel like at the end of the day, the Ravens just got to gel a little bit more. I feel like they're the more talented team.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like okay, I'm gonna say this. I think if it's between the two during the season, it's gonna be they're each gonna win one game against the other.
I can see that.
I think they're gonna split.
No, agree with that.
Just like last year.
Yes.
But I feel like that's going to be every year though with them. I think they're always going to split unless there's like a takeoff team all of a sudden. But I don't foresee either one of them being a takeoff team right now. I mean, we could sit here and say that it's going to be Kalamazoo for all I know, and then here we go. We got the Browns just running out from nowhere and just going to take it all. Who knows? I mean,
yeah.
But I feel like I want to take the Bengals or the Bagels, as you call them, Larry. But something tells me that I have to take the Ravens on this.
And you know what? You're not making a bad choice. I feel like I'm making a bad choice by taking the Bengals. Yeah, for real. What do you think, Teran?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a dogfight. I think this one is one of the tougher divisions to predict because you got to remember the Steelers have not finished below 500 with Mike Tomlin. So don't count them out.
First time for everything.
There could be. I mean, I thought they were going to be finishing under 500 last year, but they eventually righted the ship and finished 9-8. So honestly, you just can't count out the Steelers. Kenny Pickett and George Pickens have a good connection. Pickett's going to be in his second year, and he's still following I forget his first name, but the George Canada playbook, or Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator for the Steelers. Don't also count out the Browns. Their defense is solid. Nick Chubb is a beast. And Deshaun Watson, now that he's got his feet wet, you also got to remember that he didn't really play the full season because of that suspension and whatnot. So I wouldn't necessarily count out the Browns too much. And then I think for the top, it's going to be between the Ravens.
I love how you're just going all into it. I want to do that too, but I'm just trying to.
It's going to be by a slim margin. Yeah, the Bengals will go as far as Joe Burrow's attrition. takes them. Because if he's hurt, then the Ravens are going to swoop in and take that division.
I like the analogy of the bird swooping in.
Bingo.
I like that. I can go through all 16 teams right now in the AFC, but we'll be here for a bit. I can do it. Oh my gosh, it'd be fun to just do it really short. That'd be hilarious. Like I would love to do every team in an emoji. Can I give you guys the Raiders emoji?
Can I give you mine?
It's a skull.
the red face with the smoke coming out of it. Right there. Oh, at least that's me for Arizona.
I'll tell you right now, man. This AFC, honestly, I feel like the AFC North is probably going to be the closest out of all of them this year because, I mean, let's just be real. There's really nothing in the others. There's not. And I mean, once again, come at me. I'm sorry, but let's just call it what it is. I want the I want the Steelers to be good because it's always nice when the Steelers are a solid football team. I feel like those are better games with the Raiders. But hey, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, there's better things to get into versus trying to break down why the Titans are horrible. You know what I mean? Or like those poor things.
They just got a lot going on.
Yeah. So let's just be okay. So one more time, going across the board here. So the South, we're all going with I got Jags.
Jags
all over. Okay. The West, it is a huge Chiefs.
Yeah, it's all.
Chiefs.
Much as I want to say the Chargers, the Chiefs.
I want to say it too, Teran. I want you guys to win something, man, because y'all don't even know what a Lombardi looks like.
This is my thing is I want some of these teams to get humbled. Like, is that ugly to say?
No.
Not at all.
No.
But I'm so tired of this high horse that 90% of these teams are on these days. Like, humble yourself. So we have to feel about the U.S. women's national team, soccer team. And that's a whole nother Bible study for a whole nother day, but just humble yourself.
Yeah, it's
that's why, like, I want to pick another team but the Chiefs, but it's like,
sorry,
you can't. Like,
can't do it. And then, of course, in the East, we're all going Bills. And in the good old North, that's a toss-up. I'm going Bengals because I don't know why.
I gotta go Ravens.
Smart.
I'm
Teran?
going Bengals because it's the safe pick, but it's going to bank on Joe Burrow being healthy.
That's my concern. That's one of my concerns.
Isn't it? So, okay. So, testing out this new thing here on StreamYard, we're going to take ourselves a short little commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to jump on the NFC for just a short bit. This is the trial run of 3 and Out this year. It's going to be so much freaking fun, you guys. I'm going to be so damn excited to be doing this all season long. And I hope you guys can join me as much as you can because it's going to be a lot of fun. So, with that said, you guys, you have made it this far. Please come back for the other part. It's going to be fun because the NFC, there's a person over here who's, let's just say, gonna, kind of have a lot to say. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back talking NFC after this.
Favorite West Coast Wisconsin. What's up, sports fans? You're listening to IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your favorite West Coast Wisconsinite, Bernie Bango, and if you're a cheesehead, come listen to my show, Big Cheese Sports, where we road trip around America's Dairyland, previewing, reviewing, predicting, debating, and digging into all that is Wisconsin sports at the college and pro levels. Join me on IE Sports Radio, Sundays at 1 p.m. Central Standard. Bernie out.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago, and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernan, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Davidson.
It's your boy, Dentarius Law.
And we're the hosts of Fast Break here on IE Sports Radio, where we discuss everything in the world of basketball from prep to the pros.
You guys should definitely check us out, man. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We got all the basketball information you guys need, so we look forward to you guys listening in.
And please do, because we are the best basketball show on this side of the Mississippi. And please do check us out on Twitter at FastBreakISR. D-Lock, where's our time again?
8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. That gives you guys plenty of time on a Sunday.
Tune in.
Hey sports fans, do you like wine? Well, we've got the show for you. This is Let's Wine About Sports, a show where we talk about wine and sports simultaneously. From the classic Cabernet Sauvignon all the way down to the grapes that you've never even heard of before. Oh yeah, we cover it all. And we'll talk about a little bit of sports as well. Football, hockey, collegiate, women's sports, it doesn't matter. We're going to talk about it all, and we're going to whine about it all. So join me Monday at 8 p.m. on IU Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. And well, we are now back at it here. That was a lot of fun. Our very first break we've ever taken here on the show, and we're back at it. Hey, that was fun, right? That was cool. Something different, something new. I'm over here chatting in the little chat box with my colleagues over here. This has been so much fun, and 3 and Out this year is going to be truly special. Man, I'm excited. So really quick, for those of you who are tuning in now who didn't get a chance to hear a little bit ago, this show is going to be a little bit different this year. As you know, as I mentioned earlier, the old school Spreaker version of this is going to be no more. My apologies. I am actually going to be doing 8 divisions in 8 days like this next year. This is going to be so much freaking fun, and it's going to be awesome. So with that, remember, this year is going to be Wednesday evenings at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a really fun 2.5 show. And depending on the Thursday night game, we will have a primetime face-off that follows that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But once again, if we do whatever our primetime face-off is, I'm only going to do one a week, is going to be for that week. We will also do one closer to the weekend, or actually on the weekend, following 3 and Out. 8 divisions in 8 days. Following 3 and Out college edition with my boy Teran over here and I. It'll be following those on Saturday mornings. So that's when we'll do the primetime face-offs that cover either Sunday night or Monday Night Football. Once again, it's only going to be one a week. It's really all my time can afford right now, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys can enjoy it. And this show will be every Wednesday. Come talk some crap, have some fun, and that's what it's all about, you guys. So when it comes to talking crap, there's somebody who's here that I think can do it pretty darn good, and not in a bad way, because she's a lot like myself and talks all the crap on her team. Poor thing. But I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a really, really, really good NFC this year, and honestly a pretty good NFC West with a team that I know she's hard on them, but honestly they really are starting to grow just slightly, and well, we'll see how far they really go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and jump right on into the NFC West, start things off there. All right, Teran, where you at? Let's do this. Angela, I know you're there. Fred's over there too. He's on the sticks right now.
Yes, sir.
Playing that old 1994 Madden. You know what I mean?
One day we'll get on your level there. We got you.
I'm telling you, man, this new one is fun, man. It's great. But anyway, look, I'll tell you guys right now, real quick Madden review. I know Madden has sucked the last, I don't know, maybe 2 days. It's almost like the Raiders. Madden's been as bad. Actually, that's pretty damn good. Madden has sucked since the Raiders have. Damn, I never put that together. Anyway, so really quick, but this year's Madden, they brought back the training camp to where you can do all the old little drills. They brought back how you can earn attributes during the season with those. I mean, I love what they've done this year. The engine is good. This year's Madden's actually the first one I could say it's actually going in the right direction versus, I don't know, the last 16, 17 years. So it's been really good. I've been having fun with this new Madden, and Fred and everybody else there who plays Madden, I think you'll be pleased with this new one.
I'm looking forward to get it, man. Maybe we can get a little online action, get something jumping off, you know?
Oh, it's going to be fun, man.
That's
I'm all
what
about
it. We need an iSports Radio Madden not conference. What's it called?
Like a competition or something like that.
Yeah, like you know how they
We used to have that.
We used to have it.
The live video game things that I don't know. Kyler Murray's always in it.
So So Teran was the announcer. You guys don't even know. This is hilarious. So for those of you who do not know about this league, it was hilarious. It was during COVID, and we called it the quarantines.
I didn't have that in it, but I remember it.
You guys, Teran would jump in the chat room. We had a chat room full of everybody, and Teran would. I'm sorry. Teran would comment. He would do commentary on the game. And it was hilarious because the crap Teran would put in there. It'd be like, all right. And Rogers drops back and he throws his 5th pick of the game. This is a little bit uncharacteristic of Rogers. He's like, must be the person controlling him. Anyway, so it was hilarious.
Wrong button.
Yeah.
Teran was talking crap. It was so funny. That was a special memory, man. Because Teran wouldn't hold back. It was hilarious, man. Whenever I'd win a game, he'd be like, "And the Raiders finally won a football game that means something." It was so funny. Like, you guys, I'm just saying, it was awesome. Yeah, those were good times. But anyway, y'all, NFC West. Let's get to it. Okay, pick your winner. 1, 2, 3, go.
Is it my turn?
Oh, I thought we were gonna do it at the same time, except for I was gonna trick you guys. But okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's breathe a little bit. I'm just gonna put it out there like this. Look, the Niner fans, I know they're a proud bunch. I know they are. They did the right thing. But how good is this team going to really be? I mean, look, they're a good team, okay, and they're still probably going to win it this year. I'm taking them to win it this year in the West. But I don't know, man. I don't know how much longer this team has to be like one of those teams where we could look at them and be like, that's a strong team. Because to me, they weren't that team last year. They just happened to get there.
They got that way because the rest of our teams suck.
Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, let's just be real.
Fell off. Seattle, I don't even think they started. I know Arizona didn't start. I mean, we were like 1 in 500 for the longest time. And the Rams were so it's almost like this is the way I see the NFC West. And it's just going to sound bad. And if there's any other NFC West fans out there, I apologize in advance, but I'm just going to shoot it to you straight. We're either all really great or we're all really bad.
Yeah.
Like there is never, I can't remember a time where it was like, ooh, everybody, like this team is doing phenomenal and this team is almost there. And these two teams are just, I don't know if they even showed up to training camp. Like it's either we're all really great and it's like whoever gets that 3rd place position is like still somehow almost makes it into a playoff.
Yeah.
Through a wild card. Or we're all really that bad and it's like none of us should be in a playoff at all. Like we all need to go out with the trash. Like it's really bad. It's really bad because it's like there's sometimes where it's like, oh, I think the Cardinals are going to be great. Like we're going to lead the division and we'll lead the division for like 4 or 5 games, whatever. And then it's like somebody gets hurt or somehow somebody's suspended for doing something dumb.
Sadly.
And then it's like, then here comes the Seahawks. I mean, the Sea Chickens, and they're coming and they're, they're pushed us out of the number 1 spot. And it's like, they had 2 great games. Well, here comes the 49ers, on their little train, just trying to take over the number 1 spot. And the Rams are like just galloping along behind. It's Teran is laughing at my analogies over here, but it's true. Like it's never, how like we're sitting here, we're trying to decide between 2 teams in the AFC West, the AFC North. We can't do that. It's either we're really all really bad and it's just like flip a coin, who knows who's going to get there, or we're all really that great, flip a coin, anybody deserves it. So I honestly am going to sit here and say is I would love Arizona to win another division. It's been 2015 since we won a division title.
I said it. You guys have all the talent,
but we don't have that now. I don't have the confidence in my team that goes onto the field right now. If the season started right now, I have no confidence at all that we could win 8 games. I don't. I'm sorry. I have no confidence in them.
We sound so much alike. I'm sorry.
But it's sad. It's like, yeah, this new head coach, he's great. I get it. The new GM, he's great. I get it. But it's like, you just let DeAndre Hopkins go. Mind you, we also just sent Isaiah Simmons packing because you don't know how to use him. They didn't know how to use him.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you bringing him in as a linebacker? Now you got him playing safety.
Mm-hmm.
You went from outside linebacker to inside linebacker to safety. I don't know. Just jump on the field, figure out a position to play. I mean, that's where we're at. How are we going to have a successful team if we don't even know how to use our players?
I mean, let's just, it's kind of sad to say it that way, but that's just kind of where you guys are at right now. It sucks. It really does. I would like to say you guys had a better chance this year, but and then Teran with his Rams. I mean, can we all just, give a quick little hand clap for Stetson Bennett? Yeah, you did your thing in your preseason game, sweet. It's
Oh, was I supposed to clap?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Rams. I mean, that's no knock on him. I'm just saying the Rams don't have the supporting cast. There's nothing there. The Niners, like I said, they'll probably win it this year, but I don't know if that clock is ticking. And as for the Seahawks, for some reason, they have the wide receiver group from hell, man. That wide receiver, that's one hell of a core.
They don't have a consistent quarterback. I'm sorry, but Geno Smith is great, but he is not a consistent starting quarterback. You have Andrew Locke, whatever his name is. I don't know.
Drew Lock.
Andrew's his first name. Drew Lock. There we go.
Lock.
Yeah, I don't know.
From Mizzo.
You have him as the backup. Like, I can't say too much because my boy Holt Naylor's from my hometown. He went to my rival high school. He went to East Carolina. His dad was the PA announcer at ECU.
ECU.
He is with the Sea Chickens. He may not. I don't know. Who knows? But it's just like as the third string quarterback. But it's like they have the talent, but they're missing that one key piece, which is a decent, strong quarterback.
Yeah.
Stay healthy.
They can stay healthy. Geno Smith is not one that's consistent. He's not.
Yeah, he's getting older too.
Older, he 23?
I know, right? Well, I mean, what do you do? What do you do when you have all that talent with a guy that's mediocre at quarterback? I don't know, but regardless, though, I feel like it's the Niners to lose. I mean, Angela's probably going to pain you to say it, but I mean, can we all agree with the Niners here?
No, I really do. I hate to say it, but it's like they're the only team that's got a shot at it. Like they're the only team that has any sliver of hope. Like as ugly as bad as it sounds, they do.
Mm-hmm. Strong quarterback, strong tight end.
I mean,
no, it's true.
They've got
strong defense.
Yeah, I was going to say their defense is what saves them. I'm not too. Their defense and their tight ends what saves them.
Yeah, because Kittle's a beast.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it. I mean, what else do they have out there?
Yeah.
Their wide receivers are up, down, in and out. So
I mean, it's real though. You're not playing. It's truth. So I don't know. I feel like right now the Niners, once again, it's theirs to lose. But if they somehow lose it, then oh my gosh. But I'm almost positive they'll win it this year. But once again, how much do they really have? How much? And once again, you're going to catch Niner fans all day talking about, oh, we're the greatest team in the world and whatever. Okay, yeah, but there's
That's
still a
like
lot of
Cowboys
things to figure
fans.
out there.
Y'all went through a while without having crap too, so just sit back and have.
So speaking
let's go with that because we have to back up our top two.
Hey, I'll tell you, I want to get to that East in just a little bit, but NFC South, you guys.
You never got my take on the West.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad, Teran.
Yeah, but long story short, yeah, I agree. The Niners are it's pretty much their division. Yeah, their division to lose. I want to say maybe second place could be challenged by the Rams, but it's looking more and more like the Seahawks are getting second place. I really want to see the Rams like drastically improve from last year's Super Bowl hangover, but I think all signs are pointing to the Seahawks and their drastic improvement, even though their quarterback situation isn't the greatest. But you have to give it up for Pete Carroll. I think he's taking something out of nothing and he's running with it. So, and I hope that the Cardinals can be competitive and at least win one game. I'd hate to see them go winless or anything of that sort. So that's my thought on the West.
No, and you hit it pretty good there, Teran.
There's one game. I don't care about the rest. There's one game, and it's called Week 3. Week 3. And the reason why I say this is because Arizona's playing Dallas in Arizona, and I will never live it down by my fiance or my dad if we lose. We can lose the rest of the game. You're 1-16. I don't care. 17, 18, however many games there are these years. Yeah, just one.
Spoken like a true rivalry. I love it. I love it. Well, talk about that South. Look, I don't really. Okay, this is gonna sound really mean, but the Buccaneers, honestly, they're still there. It really is going to depend. Like, I'm 1,000,000% on Baker Mayfield, but the majority of that Buccaneers team is still there. I feel like it really is theirs to lose, because the other three teams, as much as I want to cheer them on, it's kind of funny because I really do want to cheer them on. And it may sound mean, but like Derek Carr, it's obvious. You know, the Raiders did him dirty. I want him to go do something good. Is he? I am
is like 800 years old. Let's keep that in mind.
I want the Panthers to do so good because I am a huge Bryce Young fan. But are they? And can we just kind of, look at the other team? What's the other team? Oh, I'm sorry, the Falcons. I almost forgot they were a football team. I mean, yeah, A-Town. Yeah, is this team really gonna do anything this year? I mean, it's another one of those deals where it's like, okay, there's 4 teams, 1 division, and 1 team is just significantly better than the rest. I mean, let's just be real, guys. I mean, is there anything to talk about in this division?
But I'm going to open a can of worms, and I'm going to go down this rabbit hole. Are the Buccaneers really, though?
They have a very strong roster. But once again, if you don't have the quarterback, it doesn't mean anything.
Right. But they also, I don't even know if their coaching staff knows which way is northwest, east, or south.
Yeah.
I mean, you said that the Buccaneers are there. Yes, the stadium is still on what's Del Mabry. The stadium is still right down the road from us. It's still there. As far as the team, this division is one of those where it's like, I really feel like that the Bucs should have it. It should be the Buccaneers. But I kind of feel like the Saints are going to surprise us. Whoa, that is a really weird angle.
It's kind of cool, huh?
Got into.
I'm just playing around with stuff. This is fun. Continue.
It was like all of a sudden I saw a zoom up on my face. I'm like, whoa. But I really feel like the Saints are going to surprise us. There's no doubt about it that Jimmy Graham, this is his last year.
Yeah.
Why are we still playing at 800 years old? I say that, but he's actually probably younger than me. I don't really know. I'm just making up a number at this point. Don't quote those statistics. But it's like, I feel like he's just coming back for one more redemption. Like, can we get the Saints to one more? I don't. Yeah. I really feel like that the Saints are going to surprise everyone. I like Bryce Young. Don't get me wrong. I grew up in North Carolina. I am not a Panthers fan.
I feel you.
Don't come for me, Panthers people. You did that enough. I had to live through enough formation while I lived in North Carolina. But I don't know if they have the team for anything.
I mean, once again, it's just the rosters really aren't there. Once again, we know who can do what. Really doesn't depend on the paper, but it just I don't know. He's looking at these teams. Realistically, that the defense. Okay, let's be real though. The Falcons got a pretty good defense now.
They
I
do.
mean, we can get into. I mean, I can totally. This is the problem is I'm trying to. I don't want to make today's show 1,000 years long because oh my gosh, I'm the depth chart guy, I'm the scheme guy, But then we're gonna be here forever, and then Angst's gonna be like, I need to go to sleep, like y'all bugging me. But
we got a hurricane coming, so the power will probably get knocked out
before I finish. It's the truth because that's me. I'm sorry guys, it really is. But honestly, I feel like this Buccaneers team. It's true. I kind of feel like they're a lot like the Niners though. Maybe one more. You know what I mean? Like possible. But at the moment,
I'm wondering when is enough? When are the Bucs gonna realize that they need to just clean house when it comes to the coaching staff? Like, no offense to them, but no, seriously though, when, at what point? Because you're now dealing with leftovers of Bruce Arians.
Yeah.
And Todd Bowles is still their head coach, right?
Yeah.
Look what he did with the Jets when he left Arizona. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. He is a great coach. Don't get me wrong. I love Todd Bowles to death. He is a great defensive coach, but he is not head coach material. I'm sorry.
And I mean, Teran, you can weigh in on that one, right?
Yeah, I think Todd Bowles is a very good assistant coach, but I just don't know if he has that it factor as a head coach. And as for the division itself, should I talk about that or should I just continue on?
Oh, no, go ahead, Teran. Go do your thing, man.
So, yeah, the division is really tough to predict. I mean, you can make the argument that this could be one of the more not so stronger divisions, but it's one of the more balanced divisions as you've got the Falcons improved defense. You've got the Bucs really hot offense. You've got the Saints who have also improved. And then you've got the upstart and the high ceiling in the future Panthers. So
yeah,
I really don't know who would win off the top of my head. I'd maybe go with the Bucs, but they're playing a first place schedule. I initially said the Saints, and I might hold true to that, but it's all going to depend on which team can be consistent week in and week out and which team can win those certain division matchups.
Well, I mean, that's every division. I feel you hit it on the head, Teran, but yeah, as of right now, this is hard for me to not take the Bucs, but trust me, I would love to see.
I'll take the Bucs too.
I have the Saints. I really think the Saints are going to surprise everyone.
I hope so. Go Derek Carr. Show everyone.
I feel like Derek Carr's got enough fuel power behind him about what happened that he's going to do what he can to make whatever moves he has to make that team succeed because he's tired of being the laughing stock, if you want me to be honest.
Yeah.
He's like Syndrome from The Incredibles, and he wants love and respect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he's a threat.
Good job there.
Not sure a threat for what, but
it's true though. You're right. So okay, there's the South. We got the West and the South. Let's go North. All right. This is a fun one. The coldest division in the NFL. No more Rodgers. The Bears can breathe. I mean, let's just be real. The Bears can finally. I mean, I know you guys saw the Lord of the Rings meme where they're like, "It's over, it's over," because that's exactly what it was. He terrorized them. Like,
I just don't know this division. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the Vikings. They're hit or miss. Oh, well, there's
Cheez-Its. I can't.
There's an indication.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was a good one.
I'm having too much fun here. I'm sorry, Larry.
It's all good. So, what are we doing with the Vikings? Is this team gonna be is this team going to be okay after last year? Are they going to have a hangover that shouldn't even be a hangover? Because I feel like they've done this before, you know?
I will say that they have improved on defense. They are
have
improving.
no,
They're in the
tremendously.
right direction. And I say that saltly. That's not a word. I'm very salty. So saltly, because they took Byron Murphy from us. So I say that again, very salty, saltly, my new word. But the Vikings that I saw on the field, the third preseason, and I understand preseason's not for everyone, and people hate it and don't understand it, and blah 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 blah. And I know most of the time it ends up being the first string for about a couple of plays, and then. But that Vikings team I saw on the field against Arizona was trash.
Yeah. I totally agree. This Vikings team is they're gonna hit their bumps this year. So that's what I'm saying. Do you pick them or no?
There's no way.
Yeah. So are they gonna repeat or no? You think of the Packers. Are they finally gonna step out of the shadow of the Rodgers regime, and make themselves a something? And this is just 1 year out. But what I'm saying is they had this happen before. Remember where Favre, left and Rodgers. Is this the storybook that everyone thinks it's going to be, or is Love just going to not be the guy, and the Packers are going to have to deal with that? And I don't know why I said earlier. Are the Bears going to finally step out of the shadows of the Packers for the first time in a very long time? So you think about, and then of course there is. And I know this is gonna sound hilarious, but there's the team that I'm picking to win this year. Oh yeah, I said it. The Detroit Lions. Yeah. Oh yeah. The defense is much improved. The offense actually got a lot better. Are they going to win a Super Bowl this year? No. But I think they're going to win the division.
I see Detroit. Fred and I were talking about this during the commercial break. During the break. This is that one division that I literally have no clue. I don't think it's going to be Minnesota because they just, I don't think they can connect. I mean, they haven't even signed Justin Jefferson, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I mean, we just passed the 53-man roster deadline, and you haven't even signed your star wide receiver.
No.
Like, what's happening here? Like, am I the only one that's really confused about this?
You have a right to be.
Okay. I just don't get it. I don't see it being what did I just say? I don't see it being Minnesota. I'm not sure if Love can bring it for Green Bay. I don't know how I feel about that right now, because they've also, not only do they have Jordan Love in now, but you have to remember they lost a bunch of wide receivers that packed up and left. So now you figuring that out. Detroit has improved, but are they improved enough to take over the number one spot? And are the Bears gonna flop? The Bears are notorious for going down and doing great, and then all of a sudden, boom, like
that poor Bears team.
Like, I really want the Bears to do something. Like, I want to get back to the old school Bears.
They were rough.
Yeah, when
they're rough.
When they were a team.
Yeah, a real team.
But I just don't know if they're there yet. So this is that one division that I honestly have no clue, and I could flip a coin and still have something to say about whatever team.
Yeah. And it goes far back with the Bears, because I mean, think about the last time they were solid.
Right.
We're talking. I mean, we were still in high school, actually. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, this team just has had this horrible string of events.
Half the players on the team weren't born.
It's crazy to think, right? This team are they finally in a new? Can they finally step out of the shadows of the Packers now that Rodgers is gone, or are they just going to fall on their face time and time again? It's really hard. So I don't know. Teran, give us your thoughts here, man.
Yeah, my thing is for the Lions, it's all going to depend on if they're the Dr. Jekyll or the Mr. Hyde of their division. If they can basically be Dr. Jekyll, then they might actually have a shot. But if they think they're going to waltz right in and they're just going to take names and kick butt, then they've got another thing coming, because they have this thing called expectations, and now there's a target planted on their back. Minnesota played a lot of one-score games. If I recall correctly, I think they were 11-1 in one-score games, including that playoff game that they lost to the Giants. I don't really see the Packers being all that great. And then we have the Bears. I really want to say that the Bears definitely have a chance to be good. I definitely want them to be at least a long shot, at the very least, for a wild card spot. But I feel it might be a little bit of improvement, but they're not quite there yet. So I just feel that it's the Lions division to lose at this point.
Agreed. Okay, so last but not least, the NFC East.
Wait, who did we pick for? We have 2 Lions and a question mark for the East.
Well, I got for the North. I got the Lions for sure.
Lions for me.
I guess y'all have twisted my arm. I'll go Lions. I like I said, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's that division's just that division has work to be done.
It's going to be a fun one to watch for sure. And we're going to get a preview of that coming up on next Thursday night, because, well, we have not only our first primetime face-off, but our first Thursday night football game coming up, y'all. And that's the season kickoff. Of course, Lions taking on the Chiefs. It should be a pretty fun game. I hope it is, because if the Lions get blown out, that just gives me so much doubt in this team to start off, because if they can at least fight these Chiefs. Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, I wish this would have been something better. I mean, could we please have gotten Chiefs and Eagles, instead? Like, but let's see.
Or like Chiefs and Bengals to start off, like like a good old fashioned rivalry. I was gonna say a bad word, but I'm not, because we're live.
But no, I get you.
a good old fashioned, like, just divisional tail whooping. They're not even in the same division, but you know what I mean.
So true. So, okay, one more time. What do you think? I mean, Lions all day for me.
I'm going to go Lions.
Lions for me.
Hello?
Anyway, well.
So, Teran, how do you feel about the NFC East now?
Damn.
Oh, there's Larry. I was about to say.
Sorry, I had to have fun there. I was messing around with the buttons. My apologies. But no, yeah, you guys, it's this division.
It's okay, we're live and we have no clue what's going on.
It's the best part, right? But I will tell you right now, I feel like the Lions right now have so much to be excited for, Lions fans. So if this team doesn't do something good this year, then I guess we can all continue with the paper bags over faces, Let's just be real. Let's call it what we call it.
That division is a rebuilding division. Not a rebuilding team. It is a rebuilding division.
Forever under construction.
In Jared Goff, we trust for the Lions.
This team, man.
How many times have we actually trusted Jared Goff in anything? He was halfway decent with the Rams.
Wait, who's Jared Goff? I can explain. Wait a minute.
One quarterback whose name sounds like a sport.
Sad. So, last but not least,
not wrong.
It's cool. The NFC East. Where's Fred?
some more drink, and I told him he had to hurry up. He also went to check on the dog to make sure he was not destroying the house downstairs.
Oh boy. Well, the NFC East. Okay. Let's just get this out of the way real quick. Okay. Number one thing. I'm sorry, Giants. Everything that could happen to them did. And I don't even know what happened with Saquon Barkley. I don't even know. I don't know. But this is Poor Giants. Okay. The Commanders.
I need them to change their name.
I need them to do something. That's just the name, I don't know.
Logo, the players on the field. I like the head coach. I can't be ugly about him. But
yeah,
he is a cancer survivor. I have to be nice.
But how do you
what is going on here? I need a roadmap as to what is going on in Washington.
How do you have one of the best defensive lines? And think about it, and they're horrible. You know what I mean? Like, is what the hell's going on? So, and then I don't know. Then you have worlds apart the Cowboys, who they're so close to being this really good team. And then there's this gigantic green roadblock in their way, and that's the Eagles, man. So.
But here's the thing: let's chat about this. First of all, Arizona plays all 4 teams in the NFC East this year.
Yeah,
3 the first 3 weeks. Yeah. Okay, guys. Great. I know. Shoot us now.
That sounds like fun.
But are we sure that the Eagles are going to be back to the Eagles?
Yeah.
You've lost key players. You've lost coaching staff. Are we sure that the Eagles are going to be back to? I'm not doubting them. I think they can do it. But I just want to hear from other people. Do we really think that they're going to get back to that level?
Without a doubt.
I'm fairly certain they can.
I'm pretty certain they can too, but
they're a hell of a team.
They are.
They got half of the Georgia Bulldogs on that team. This is one damn. Jalen Carter is going to go off this year. I mean, this is a great football team, and it sucks because I want to see the Cowboys do good, as do I want to see the Giants and the Commanders, because I feel like it's been hogged a lot by the Eagles lately. But man, they're not letting that. They got a death grip right now on the NFC East, and they're not letting that thing go.
On the whole NFC.
Yeah, you could say that. Because if we look at the NFC, who the hell is really going to challenge the Eagles?
The Cowboys.
The Cowboys. Who else?
Maybe the 49ers?
I can see the 49ers maybe one more year. But, I mean, like, think about it.
I can't give you a top 5. I can't give you a top 5. Literally, that is where we're at. I mean, you know, and they used to say the NFC West was the toughest division in football. Way back. I'm talking about the lot like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Now we're looking at the new toughest division in the NFC, which is the NFC East.
Yeah.
And it's definitely between and here's the thing is the Cowboys have the talent. Getting rid of Zeke because they had to. I'm sorry. He did nothing for that team but give the other team that they were playing the ball. I mean, literally my dad said the only thing that one game, my dad looked at me and he said the best player that the Arizona Cardinals had on that field was Zeke Elliott.
Well, it wasn't a lie.
Cowboys, so tell me how that worked.
Yeah.
9 fumbles? Yeah, that was a little bad. But just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bad. But if you think about it, right now, this Eagles team has everything they need.
There's no one that can match up to them.
No, I feel like this team right now.
I hate to say this. It is 5:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. I'm going to make this statement. As bad as I don't want to see this, for my fiance, I want to see the Cowboys destroy Philly. Do I think the Cowboys can destroy Philly? I might be sleeping in the guest room, so I'm not going to answer that.
It's rough right now. It really is, because I would like to see. I'm telling you, I'd like to see some fluctuation in there. But as of right now, these Eagles are too damn good. They're just too good, and I want them to. I want them to be able to win a bowl for Kelsey coming up. But at the same exact time, I mean,
I don't think Jason's gonna. I think we're running to the end of his
career
Jason
right at the
Kelsey's
end.
career. I mean,
Yeah.
he's got 2 kids now. He's got a young one. I mean,
It's a lot. It's a lot. He's dad mode. He's on it, and you know what? He so serves him right. He's had a great career. So okay, so let's make this quick, but it'll be a lot of fun. We've chosen all of our winners. Okay, now let's put them in the
Eagles
playoffs.
for me as well.
yeah, I hate to say it. I want to say Cowboys. I want to with everything. I mean, I have this big star sitting behind me, and I've painted it a million times. But I'm gonna have to say the Eagles.
Well, Teran, you can said Eagles, man. Why is that? Do you feel anybody can give them a challenge in the NFC East?
I mean, the NFC East has drastically improved. I remember one year they were called the NFC Least, but now
That
it's
was
known as
fun.
the NFC Beast. So
Yeah.
I think maybe the Giants can make a leap. The Commanders still have some questions to answer, but I feel because of that quarterback situation, the Commanders are still probably going to be in the cellar. I hope that's not the case.
Yeah.
I feel the Giants can still make a big leap, especially since they got Isaiah Simmons for practically nothing.
Yeah.
But I still think it's Philly's division, and then maybe the Cowboys is a semi-close second, and then the Giants for third. Like that's probably we're probably going to have like 3 teams from that division in the playoffs, most likely.
I could see that. So going with our playoffs, I would like to go through the nuts and bolts of the divisional and the wild card and everything, but let's just go NFC, AFC championships. Who's your Final Four and then your Super Bowl? So Angela, who are you taking? Who's your NFC? Who's your AFC? And then who's your bowl? And who's your winner?
I'm gonna go NFC Eagles. I gotta pick a backup. Oh shoot, was that loud?
2 teams have to play in the championship.
Yeah, I'm just thinking the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and call that.
My Eagles, and I think everyone's picking this. My NFC, Eagles and Niners all day. I feel like that's
No, I was
gonna
gonna
be it.
say I think the Cowboys could pull out somehow from. I think it could be an NFC East competition.
That'd be
Because
fun.
I don't know if the Niners can hold off the Cowboys again.
And wouldn't that be something if they were to knock them off? I mean, it's totally doable. It's totally doable.
But I think the AFC, I have to go Bills. I have to go Bills and Chiefs. But I think the Bills this year are going to win. I have Bills, Eagles, Super Bowl.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Darren, what do you got?
So for my NFC championship, I'm going to have my realistic prediction, Eagles, Niners. My fun prediction to be a wild card would be Eagles, Lions. That's if I'm being really like fun and all over the place. And then for the AFC, I'm going to say Bills and Bengals for AFC. And if I want to be crazy and all over the place for AFC, I'll say Chargers and Bills.
Oh no, that would be something. But
I was gonna say that would be. I could definitely see the Chargers trying to sneak their way in.
And and if they somehow get the 5 seed or 6 seed, or if they stay away, as long as they stay away from the path of the Bengals or the Bills, then they could play the Chiefs because they have been playing decently in Kansas City. The only thing is that they'd have to go down to Jacksonville to play the Jaguars, which obviously last year was a nightmare in terms of the second half, of course. But as long as they're healthy and they're basically crossing their T's and dotting their I's, I think they could realistically win at least one game.
Agreed. So, what do you think? Super Bowl, let's go. So, okay, so Angela, you're going Eagles and Bills. Teran, you're going, what was that again?
Super Bowl, I'm gonna go Eagles, and I want to go. You know what? Let's go Bills. Eagles and Bills. I hate to copy your guys' homework, but I think it's Eagles and Bills. At least I'm not saying Chargers.
No, all three of us have we're picking. That's going to be our picks: Eagles and Bills. And when it comes to the winner, I mean, I've been saying it all. I mean, I think you already knew who I picked. But what do you guys think, Darren, Angela? What do you guys think about the winner of that game?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You have two strong teams there, both on offense and on defense, on each side of the ball. Like, I want to say the Bills because I want to see the Bills win a Super Bowl.
Same.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the Eagles. I don't know if the Bills can get past the Eagles defense.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the Eagles can totally win. This is not like I didn't pick the Bills because I feel they're going to step all over the Eagles. I just feel like they're going to edge this thing out, but they can win it. But honestly, the Eagles can totally come out on top. This isn't a one-sided game at all. I mean, I kind of feel like even picking the Bills is kind of like an underdog thing because of how good the Eagles really are. But I just feel like the Bills just have it. Whatever it is, they have it. You know what I mean? That's it. That's
well,
the
and
thing.
I feel like also if you think about it, the Bills have come so far with everything that they've dealt with. Like, not just in this last year, because, I mean, they fought through a lot of freaking adversity this past year, but with everything the past couple of years, like, they've gotten that close just to have it ripped away from them over and over and over again.
It's a kick in the
almost
pants.
like, I know how it feels to have a Super Bowl ripped away from you. Yeah, still salty about that, Pittsburgh. But I really think though this could potentially be their year.
I think so too. I'm going Bills with this as much as I could think that the Eagles are going to win this thing. As much as I could think that they're that good of a team. Yeah, I'm going Bills too. Teran, what about you, man?
Yeah, I think the Bills can definitely. I definitely would pick the Bills. I think it has to be their time. I really want to see the Bills win it, but do not count out that Eagles overall gameplay. I mean, they were in control of that game against Kansas City until that fumble return touchdown, which obviously was that was kind of the thing that swayed the momentum back to Kansas City. But all in all, I got the Bills finally breaking through in probably like a close one. I think maybe Tyler Bass probably wins it for them in a go-ahead field goal and whatnot.
That would be pretty awesome.
I could see that time expiring field goal.
Oh, I could see it. Like, seriously, this is a really, 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 really intense football game if we were to see this thing, and I think this would be a lot of fun to see. So, okay, well, there it is, you guys. Those are our thoughts. That's what we think right now, and my goodness, I can't believe it's been an hour and 42 minutes, but it has been so much fun with you guys. I'm just very grateful that both of you could be here today. And and the funny part is this isn't even really, this is a show. This is kind of a test run show. So it's like not even the real deal. So I appreciate you guys for being here today to help out with this. Angela, please let these diehards know where to find you.
I'm at AZ Cards Princess and I don't know where my hand is. Down there. Go down there in that corner. Yep. On Twitter. This season is gonna be a wild ride. If you don't like crap talking, then don't follow me. I'm just going to warn you there, because there's a lot of words come out.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. It's okay. So, and our boy, what was it?
I'm trying to point toward the box thingy. Yeah.
Pointing towards the box on the bottom.
But
and
it's
of course,
over in that corner.
Yeah,
right?
Cool to see it.
But it's kind of weird when I point toward my left. It looks like I'm
Yeah,
pointing toward the right.
Opposite, because the Arizona flag is here for me, but it's there on. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah, it's a little
combobulated.
weird.
I'm just
pretty
combobulated today.
Anyway,
And
sorry.
Teran, where can the diehards find you, brother?
You can find me on Twitter at Teran Rodriguez1. That is TERAN then Rodriguez, then the number 1, right where Larry is pointing at, right down there. That's where you'll see my main content and whatnot.
Well, as always, you can follow me about Larry B at the THE_LB53. This has been so much fun. Like I said, today was just really a test run, which is the best part because, well, hey, that's the best part. We got to follow us right here at 3 and Out IESR. Show us some love. Today's show really was a lot of fun. I wasn't even expecting to do this today, but I got excited. I wanted to try this out today to try to figure out how it'll work. The drops work good. Everything works good. The intro, the outro, and well, it has been a ball. So with that said, thank you both for being here today. We appreciate you and your awesome input. And let's see. This is it, guys. We are 1 week away from the opener. Let's see if this holds true. We all picked the same Super Bowl. We all got the same winner. Are all three of us going to be right?
Have you checked with the NFL script writers to see if we're correct or not?
Oh,
sure. I know that there is a writer's block, like a writer's something going on in LA. Is that the same for the NFL? Are we sure that we've got all of our I's crossed, our I's dotted, and our T's crossed, that we're on the same path?
Well, let's see. We're going to find out. I'll tell you that.
I know in one of their TikToks, they were talking about an Eagles-Chiefs rematch with a different outcome. Guys, I'm joking. It's a complete.
I'm still holding true to my hot take, saying the Chiefs aren't going to repeat.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't think they're going to repeat either, but I know they're a damn good football team and they're going to win the West. I know that for a fact. So, but all right, you guys, hey, thank you so much for being here today. Both of you are awesome. I appreciate you guys both. And well, hey, coming up next Wednesday, we're going to have all kinds of different guests. We're going to have a lot of fun. This is going to be a really fun show coming up this year. Lots of guests in and out. It's coordinated in a crazy way. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're gonna have ourselves a ball this year on this show. So thank you both for being here. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and well, we will see you guys coming up very soon.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Larry.
You guys. Anytime, y'all. So with that said, you guys, that is going to do it for today's show. And well, there's only one thing to do, and I think y'all know what that is. Let's cue that music, because we're out of here. All right, you guys, that is it. We are officially out of here for our first 3 and Out of the season. Oh man, that was a lot of fun. I was expecting to hear all kinds of different outcomes, but at the end of the day, hey, great minds think alike, right? And I'm happy that my two colleagues there really stuck with what they felt. And well, as you can see, that's where we're going, you guys. So, all right, that is going to do it for today's show. It was a test run. It was a long test run, but it just goes to show you that when you get us here at IE Sports Radio, talking about the sport we love, and of course it's football, well, you're going to get this over and over and over. So, we appreciate you all once again for being here today. Big ups to the chat room. Big ups to everybody who has been a part of this show for 9 years now, and just been a part of us. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being a part of us, for showing us love, and that is going to do it, y'all. Once again, make sure to show us some love. Big ups to Angela and Teran for being here today. Make sure to give the show a follow at 3 and Out IESR. Make sure to give me a follow at P_LB53, Miss Angela at AC College Princess, and of course our boy Rodriguez at Teran Rodriguez1. We got some great shows coming up for y'all today, of course. Coming up in just 5 minutes, you guys will have over on Twitter. You guys are gonna have the show of the land with Gen B talking all things Cleveland sports. You are going to get after that Miss Patti Bax, big ups to her, by the way, who was on here a little bit ago. She'll be talking all Buffalo sports on the Buffalo Huddle. Philly Sports Talk will follow after that with Cash and Chris coming up in just a little bit, and then finishing off the night tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, Sin City Sports with our boy Hale Henderson. So, this has been a lot of fun. I'm telling you, I can talk these sports all day long. glad you guys were all a part of it. We did 8 divisions in 8 days. We did this show today just to kind of give our final thoughts before we head into the season. There's only one thing left to do, you guys, and that's get into the season itself. The preseason is over. The final 53 are being posted as we speak. And, well, here we go, y'all. The NFL is here, born and ready to go. With that said, for me, your boy Larry B, for all my awesome colleagues here at IE Sports Radio, that's going to do it. We will see y'all next Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sport. Take care, and as always, God bless.